Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hokies' offense will be first on the attack. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I gotta tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Buys a little time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Tigers' offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we get our first look at Christopher Vecina. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Maybe a crease. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Johnson.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Haynes. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone on Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Enough to move the chains.
That's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
To the air on second down. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Tight end now in motion. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like it literally becomes basketball is man-to-man. I got the quarterback, I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The run inside. It's Davis. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Heat. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The option, he'll keep it. Plows through the defense. Bounced off his feet.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge game.
Could be an alley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hokies look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got him. He's trying to get it in. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. try to pound their way in. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Hokies!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. And he'll be brought down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hard running there. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Keeps it himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers try to power their way ahead. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They booted away on 4th down. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to Davis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. offense tries to get off the field on third down. Running inside, it's Davis. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Still on his feet. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. The short hands, it's Turner. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a neck. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Baker. The screen, and watch out! And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the #1 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wolverines, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now back to your game in Death Valley. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the 2nd half.
The Hokies will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. The run inside, it's Haynes. Big time play by the defense, he'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And he's finally taken down inside the 5, but hold on, there's a flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now on the option. Running into the open space. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. A run for the quarterback. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Trying to run, it's Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll keep it on the ground, and they're able to make the tackle.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's not going to be able to wedge his play there. The defense with the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Baker. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he'll be brought down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Brown. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. What a terrible, terrible shame. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll run it again. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Wesco's got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Clemson will send the punt team out. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The option look. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Running inside, it's Overton. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Overton. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Hokies! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in with one hand. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it down the field. Gashing the D on the right. Attack. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll run the option. Nice move, creates some space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride Davis here. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Right down the gut of the field. And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
But you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Rush is on him. Buried before he completes. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley he uncorks one deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Past the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and